Hello and welcome all of my beautiful vibrant souls who are Capricorn suns, have big Capricorn placements, or are cross watchers for Capricorn. Welcome to your month ahead messages looking at the month of July 2024. If you are looking for love messages, I have those on a new tier of my Patreon that is linked below. We also do like random readings every month where I roll the dice, and so it'll be whatever, get away fly. It'll be whatever astrological pairing comes up. Super fun. Last month it was Gemini and Cancer, so that was neat. So yeah, feel free to check that out. It's a good time. But with that, let's get into it. I have a little bit of fuzz in my mouth. Sorry, guys. What is happening? All right, hang on. I'm so sorry. There we go. It was cat fur. My cat. There's also this fly. So there might be a lot of distractions happening for you guys like right now. June may have been an all over the place month is kind of something I'm getting. Yeah. So let's see. What is Capricorn's major energy of the month? What is Capricorn going to be dealing with? Spirit, what is Capricorn? What can Capricorn expect? It's this one. Is that one. Perception. Again, this is almost like a little bit of a hectic looking image, but it's within the confines of a square. Everything is actually going according to plan. So this could be something where there's a lot coming up this month that you knew was going to happen. So it's a flurry of activity, but it's expected. There might be some shifts when it comes to your perspective. Like things might not pan out the way you expected them to. And it's kind of like, okay, this is fine. Everything is going to, by the end of the month, everything's going to kind of come together and you're going to have kind of like a framework to understand it. Be like, okay, you know, I thought it was going to go this way, but it went that way. I thought I was going to be spending time with this person, but I ended up, you know, not like, but all right, I've regrouped, I've reoriented myself. This is what we're doing. So your major energy is the cosmic flower. 18 reduces to a 9. The frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. Sorry, in my head I just imagine like, I was like, oh, that's not like a stereotypical Capricorn vibe at all. So some of you guys are being encouraged this month. You're going to be put in a position to have to kind of get in touch with your higher self, especially if you've had a lot going on and it's been really busy. You're going to be, there it is. You're going to be asked to find a higher perspective to what you're experiencing. This little fly, you got to go away, man. Something might be annoying you, keeps drifting back in, it keeps like creating a problem. You're going to be asked to find a higher perspective to what you're experiencing in order to contextualize it and be able to kind of like flow a little bit more. So let's see. For some, you're undergoing a challenge and you're being asked to look at it as like an opportunity to like showcase your skills instead of something meant to like break you down. Take both? No, take this one. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. Sorry, I'm itchy. The Four of Pentacles. Money might be a little bit tighter this month. So there could be a financial kind of constraint or squeeze. That might be something going on. There is something beautiful. It's good. This always reminds me a little bit of like the star energy. I don't know why. But there's something beautiful that's going to come out of this period of time. And it feels like this is going to showcase a special skill or talent that you have. It's going to highlight that. So let's see what you got. You have the Hierophant. Taurus. Just Taurus. I almost said Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus. It's just Taurus. The Eight of Swords. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah. And the Hermit. Virgo. So much earth in this reading. My goodness. Okay. So it feels like your commitment to something is kind of being tested. I don't love using that word, but tested for lack of a better term with the Hierophant. There's something where I feel like you're coming out with a good sense of self, right? Again, something about this situation and I think it's interesting we have 9 showing up 3 times. So you might see repeating 9s a lot this month. There's some aspect of this where you're coming out with a good sense of self, right? A good head on your shoulders. A good sense of like being able to handle the challenges that come your way, right? So it's like, okay, I can do this. This is fine. This is fine. We're going to be fine. But there is still a sense of, I don't know how I'm going to make this work. Like, I know I will. I don't know how. I know this is, here to help me, but I'm not exactly sure how, right? She's standing in front of a target. So it's like, I don't exactly know how to hit the mark 110%, or I don't exactly know what the point is. Some of you are really having to kind of be, walk by faith and not by sight here, where it's like, I'm not really sure what the point is to any of this, or to this experience, but it's asking you to stay committed to the growth that you have been experiencing, to the path that you have been on, to the spiritual lessons you've been working on. And this is also kind of corroborated by the Hermit. This might be a time where if you feel like you're hitting the wall with something this month, spend some time in Hermit mode and regroup. When in doubt, when in doubt, hide it out. It feels like whatever happens here, it's like, again, you're devoted to something, you're dedicated, and then boom, wrench in the works here. There could be information you weren't aware of that comes up, and it's kind of like, I don't know why the universe would have let me get this far and then find this out now. I don't really see the point in the plan, but okay, I get it. It feels like there's going to be something where you have a challenge to overcome. And this challenge is really going to show you, again, some aspect of self, show you kind of like your worth, what you're made of, the value of a skill set that you have. You might find that you have a talent that you utilize to help solve this problem, and you're like, wait, I could actually do something with this. I do want to clarify a little bit more. So I do think this will be different for everyone, because the circumstances are a little vague. There's a lot of earth here. So this could very well have to do with your finances. Like I said, there might be a financial crunch with that Four of Pentacles, but it actually leads you to some important inspiration moving forward. What is the Hierophant? Some of you guys might be having an issue with a spouse or with somebody who is married, possibly an issue religiously. This could also indicate that, I wouldn't say it's like a full-blown crisis of faith, but it's like, again, a test of faith. Yeah, we have the Chariot and the Four of Pentacles were getting my attention. I didn't want to take them. So we have Cancer's energy here. This could be an issue in your home with your stability. This could be something that's either forcing you to move or that is denying you an opportunity to move. So let's say you're like, all right, I saved up. I'm going to I'm about to move into my apartment, or about to move to this location, and you have to delay it by a few weeks or a month because some type of unknown expense comes up. Six of Swords, yeah, there's a huge energy of movement here, of travel. Some of you have a trip that you want to take and you have to delay it because some other kind of financial issue comes up. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. So we have the Ten of Wands in reverse with the Hermit, with the Hierophant. It feels like the lesson that you're being tested on is to release a certain amount of control, to release a sense of burdens, right? To hand it over to spirit. It's kind of like, okay, I'm trusting you. I don't know how this is going to get solved, but I think it's going to get solved. I don't know how this is all going to come together, but I'm sure it will. That feels like that's what your test is on. So some of you have been really working on, your manifestation game. Some of you have been working on having greater faith in spirit. Some of you have been working on, I'm getting this energy of learning to accept the things you cannot change. Find more serenity, find more peace, find more trust in the universe and its sacred machinations. And this is this is what you're being tested on this month. I do want to clarify a little bit this. I want to clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. This is all about being able to create something that you desire, right? Yep, there's the Magician, being able to manifest something you want. So you're trying to manifest something you want. There is a little bit of a, what is this Eight of Swords? This is the either information, insight, the Tower. Okay, there it is. Something comes up that kind of shakes you up a little bit, and it's like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to overcome this. Page of Swords, very likely information. Exactly like what we said. Exactly. This is communication. This is something digital, online. You're getting insight about, again, you might be getting somebody's reaching out, they need financial help, and all of a sudden it's like, well, I gotta delay what I wanted to do. Some of you think you're about to start a new job, and then you find out seemingly last minute that's not happening, that there's a significant delay. Some of you guys are trying to move and you think you've gotten some aspect of your move locked down, and it falls apart. Three of Pentacles, heavy work energy here. So this is what happens. And this is going to be a month where you're kind of asked to like double down and like find a way to keep moving toward your goals. And I think the big lesson here is about being able to trust in spirit. Clarifying the Hermit, we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, this feels like, you know, spending time alone to kind of find your center. I like that this version of the Hermit, they're wearing the little sheriff's badge, because for me it's like, oh, I'm the boss of me. 10-10 on the timer as I said that. So big endings here, but it's like, oh, I'm the boss of me. And it feels like with the Page of Cups, it's like, I'm the boss of me. I get to decide how happy I am. I get to decide how I want to see this, right? I get to decide my perspective on this. We also, in this version, have the goldfish. So there might be an element where some of you are kind of looking at what's fallen apart and you're like, you know what? That must not have been the right fit for me. I must be, you know, outgrowing that. That must be like a big fish in a small pond kind of vibe for me. So I'm going to trust that this is going to bring me to where I need to be. The Lovers. Some of you, there's a relationship that is not really panning out the way you want, and there's kind of this recognition of, okay, this must not be my wish then. Okay, I see that. So this is going to be an interesting month. I do feel like by the end of it, things are going to feel a lot more secure. Yeah, the Hanged Man. There are delays, though. There will be a shift in perspective and perception that does happen as a result of these delays. So, that got so windy all of a sudden. Can you guys hear that? It's one of those like whipping winds where outside the window it sounds like the earth is just going like whoo, 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 like that. Anyway, so that's the wind. That looks like all I've got for you guys for the month ahead. Again, if you're interested in love messages, those are linked down below. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments how things end up panning out. I love hearing from you guys. And like I said, I do also, I am taking bookings for personal readings if you're interested. So wishing you big, beautiful things, a happy, healthy month ahead, and I will hopefully see you soon. Take care, my friends. Bye.